Continuing with our series, Economics 101, the personal consumption expenditure. The PCE was recorded earlier today, rising at a rate of 2.4%. That's on a year-over-year basis. That's the highest number we've seen in the past several months. The core PCE, which excludes food and fuel, also on a year-over-year basis, that's at 2.8%. That's the highest going back, about 8 months or so. So it shows us that when we exclude food and fuel, especially weak gasoline prices, the PCE is actually rising quite a bit. Now, core PCE is in blue. In yellow, that's a standard PCE, and this really does demonstrate very well that when you exclude food and fuel, the inflation number is significantly higher. Specifically at 2.8% versus 2.4%, including gasoline. Now, let's compare the PCE to the CPI. These are two different measures of inflation, but logic would dictate they should be kind of close. In blue, CPI on a year-over-year basis, that's 2.7%. PCE, 2.4%. Where's the discrepancy? Why is there, a difference between the two? Well, we compare the two different inflation numbers. The CPI on the left-hand side, that measures a fixed basket of goods versus the PCE, which is a chain-weighted index. It adjusts more frequently to reflect changes in consumer spending. This is a point of contention by many analysts. They don't like the fact that the PCE is more flexible. The CPI measures only urban consumers versus a PCE, which is more widespread, measuring urban and rural consumer prices. The CPI uses fixed weightings. The PCE is updated quarterly. It's more flexible to changes. The CPI only measures prices directly from the consumer. The personal consumption expenditure measures a broader range of expenditures, such as healthcare charges through insurance companies. So it's a more comprehensive view of our consumer prices. And then finally, the PCE, that's the preferred measure used by the Fed. So it's certainly important to recognize the difference between the two. Let us know in the comments what you think, which the measure of inflation versus the CPI versus a PCE should be used. The fact of the matter is the PCE is much more flexible to consumer trends. Well, you can make the argument that's good because it's adapting with the times, but that also can be manipulated to some extent. Maybe the weightings can be changed to make inflation look a little bit lower than it actually is. As a reminder, Economics 101, we spoke last time about the Philly Fed Manufacturing Index. This number was actually pretty bad, and it has implications that speak to the broader economy. And please visit this playlist because we have a number of the other most significant economic numbers as well. We hope this has been helpful. We look forward to seeing you back soon.